Welcome to the kitchen table on Friedland Road.
where we have a lot of questions about Halloween. Okay, where do you trick or treat? Do you trick or treat? What kind of candy do you buy? I think trick or treating should be all on Fridays. Like Halloween should just be on the last Friday of October.
Wait. So
Never
you're
gonna
saying
happen. No.
Halloween is not October 31st?
Yeah, we'll get there.
Oh, that's way too. That's like saying Christmas isn't December 25th.
Right. But the last Friday of October would be great because who likes it on a Thursday where you have to go back to school?
But okay, I get that Easter is never on like a certain day. But October 31st is Halloween because November 1st, isn't it like All Souls Day, Mom?
Yes.
Okay. You can't change these things.
I don't know. I kind of like to change things. I like to change that. And I would like to change Super Bowl Sunday to Super Bowl Saturday.
Oh my God! In what world do you live in?
I live in a world where I want to have a party and
You're a party
not
girl.
have to go to work the next day.
Just take off the next day.
Oh, it's not that easy for some of us. But, okay. All right. With thinking about Halloween, I looked up and I found that the most purchased candy for Halloween are Reese's peanut butter cups,
Really?
followed by M&Ms.
M&Ms, absolutely. They're wonderful.
Really? Wow. And they don't like Baby Ruth.
This is the most purchased.
Almost purchased.
This is not what the kids like.
Okay. What do the kids like?
All right. So I took a little unofficial poll.
You mean you asked the kids at your school?
Every kid that I kind of came across, I was like, so help me out here. I have to buy candy or something for trick or treating. And I would ask them, what would you want me to give out? What would your favorite thing be?
A full candy bar, probably, right?
That didn't even come up. I'll get to that.
Was it
So-
a Snickers bar?
The kids' choice was sour candies.
Really?
Really?
Sour?
Most of them that I asked liked something sour. And one of them, I don't even know this candy, but what came up often was Warheads.
Oh,
And
yeah.
You know what a Warhead is.
I don't.
Yeah.
What is it?
It's like a little tiny. You guys can't see what I'm doing. Like a little tiny candy. This is not a fun candy. This is not like a chocolate bar or a Butterfinger or a Snicker bar or a Twix. These are like junky candies.
Really?
Yeah.
And they like junk?
Now I would never buy that for the kids. I would never, because
No.
I would be like, okay, that's a choking hazard. I don't like it
Right.
myself.
I don't
It's like
like
getting a toothbrush. You know the house that always
Oh.
gives out the toothbrush? And you're like, oh, come on. I know you're a dentist, but give me a break.
These kids, they chose it. They said
They
sour candy.
wanted the majority?
Most of the kids asked for they were like sour stuff. The second was like Kit Kat or Twix.
Oh, that's good.
Okay.
And then the last thing that they said was they don't even want candy. They want Pokemon cards.
How about that?
Yeah, okay. So you're probably talking to second and third graders, right?
Oh yeah, I'm in grammar school.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
Pokemon cards are that age range.
Yeah. Well, gee whiz, what do you have to do? Have different kind of candy for the different ages of the children?
For a while, I was buying stuff like just for that reason, M&Ms. No peanut M&Ms.
Right.
Because
You have
little
to
tiny
worry
kids-
about the kids. You know, that's a good thing, Dorothy. I never thought about that because I always got like Snicker bars, things like that, peanut butter cups. And now I don't. Yeah, I don't.
I kind of always think Now, here's the thing. Do I buy what I like and say, oh, well, kids, if you like it, you like it. If you don't, then oh, well. Um, or do I buy what I think the kids want? So,
Well, I don't know about that. You buy as much as you can for the amount of money that you have because it can get quite expensive. How do you go about giving out your candy?
okay. Um, I usually open the door. So you have to ring my bell
Oh,
and
okay.
I will open the door. Um, some of the kids are a little brazen and they like want to reach, but I like to give it to them in their bags.
Oh, okay.
Oh, see, I don't mind letting the kids put their little hands in, but a lot of times they'll put two little grubby hands in and they'll take like 7, 8 bars. And I'll have to say, but you have to be polite to the kids behind you. They'll have nothing if you take fistful. So sometimes it's hard when they don't take one.
That's why I started giving them here. I'll let you pick. What would you like? You want this or you want that? You want, and I would give them, sometimes I'd give them two. Most likely I'd give them enough because I don't get that many trick-or-treaters. So
Oh my God, I get so many. It's
I
ridiculous.
do too. I do too.
We run out of candy. Last
Yeah.
year, we ran out of candy, and I had to go into Sadie's bag and start giving out some of hers.
oh,
And
that's
then
a
because I
no-no.
said, listen, I'll owe you. And then I owed her. I was like, I'm good for it. Because it was late and they keep coming and coming. It's
Now,
hard.
I try to bribe the kids to come to my house.
That's because you have a lot of stairs.
No, I think it's because I live on a hill, and I think it's because our town has 2 streets that are just dominating the trick-or-treat scene. And everybody I don't even
That's
want.
so funny. They dominate the trick or treat scene.
People drive to
Oh, they
these
do.
locations.
Yes.
They drive there and
That's
they get
funny.
out and parents are pulling kids and have their wagon full of their own treats, as they go, and they make
Right.
a day of it,
See,
Right.
the thing is here, because we're a townhouse community and we have there's so many townhouses. There's like, what is it, 350, 400 of them? And it's in 2 big giant circles and like a cul-de-sac. So it's a very safe area with there's barely any cars except for the people who live here. So the kids just go from house to house to house to house to house to house,
Wow.
and you've hit 350 houses.
Holy
So
cow.
it's crazy. That's why we get so many of them.
Oh, I can understand
So-
that.
And you're flat, right?
Yes.
Do you have hills?
She's
I
very
mean,
flat.
it's a very mild hill, like a slope. I'd call it a slope, a gentle slope.
I'm at the top of a hill that you
No,
just
you have a hill.
You know what they do in the Pocono Mountains? Because everybody is like on an acre of property, they go to a central point and everybody has all the goodies in the trunk of their car,
Oh, trick or trunk.
trick or trunk, and the kids do it that way. So I think it's a regional situation as to whatever the configuration of the housing. Like where I am, it's no problem. But I try to not be in the 2 places on Halloween because, being at home, my primary versus vacation. So, although they don't do it on Halloween, they don't do it on the 31st. In the mountains, they do it on a Saturday. So all the
See?
kids, they do it on a Saturday. So
See, it's
it's
more
a
fun.
designated time. They're not changing Halloween per se. They're changing trick or treating.
See, I think we also have two 12-foot inflatable monsters that flank my door. So
Oh, sure.
that might call to the children. Come
Yes,
to the
Well,
definitely.
you know what?
Courage.
100%. If you're decorated, I mean, when I used to go with my kids, if you're decorated, that's the flag that says it's okay to go there.
Absolutely.
If you're dark and you're gloomy and you don't
Yeah.
have a light on or a decoration out, we're going to skip your house. Because you
Absolutely.
obviously,
When I
you're
ran
not
out of
welcoming it.
candy, what we would do is close the outside lights and hide in the basement all the time. Oh, well, but it's a lot of fun for the kids. I love to see the little ones, especially. They are so adorable, and they always want another piece of candy for who's in the carriage. You know, my sister needs this, my brother needs that, and they can't come up, but it's adorable.
Isn't that the cutest?
It is. It is so cute.
Yeah, for the little ones, when they get a lot of candy, we have something called the Switch Witch, which so you take all of your candy, especially if you don't want your kid to have like tons and tons of candy, and you might take out a few good ones like the Almond Joy or the Mounds Bar.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
who doesn't like coconut and chocolate? But the stuff that you don't want and you don't want your kid to rot their teeth, you put it in a bag with the child's approval, of course. You put it on the kitchen table and you say, go to sleep. And while you're sleeping, the Switch Witch will come. And while the child's asleep, you go to the store and you buy a toy.
Wait a minute.
And
It's
you
not
put
a
the
real witch?
No, and you put the toy on the table and you throw out all the candy or you donate it, whatever you want to do. And then your child doesn't have pounds and pounds of candy that's going to rot their teeth and it's going to like drive you nuts. So,
Right.
Switch Witch.
Oh,
Oh,
that's a
yeah.
good idea.
So do you remember the Switch Witch that we got? We got a Poppy stealing our candy, bringing it to work.
I was just going to say that, and Joseph would get so mad at him. We worked so hard for that. I know, and he took it. He always did. But you'd have to fight him for all the candy because, you know, he's a regular cookie monster as well as a candy monster.
He would
loves
take
it.
it to work.
I know. I don't know why he did that, but he would all the time. And he'd pick out all the good ones.
Oh,
But-
yeah. Leave nothing. And leave
Yeah.
us with no goodies. And
The
we
sour
worked hard.
candy.
That was going back to when it was pillowcase time.
Oh,
were no
yeah.
Oh,
pumpkins.
pillowcase. Yep.
That was you slung a pillowcase over your shoulder and then you would have to go back home to dump it to then get more.
Right. In fact, Joseph used to hide it under the bed so that his father wouldn't get it. That's sad.
Yeah.
What a
well,
terrible thing. Stealing
is.
children's
How-
candy.
how
Think about that. He did that.
stealing candy from the baby.
He did.
That's terrible.
I know. But anyway, so that's one way of doing.
How many times do you guys buy Halloween candy? Okay.
What do you mean?
Oh,
Oh.
you mean when you buy it the first time and then you eat it and then you have to replace it and buy
Oh.
it for the kids?
Oh,
Because
yeah,
you said,
you're
oh, you know what? I
fighting.
just want one piece. I'm
Yeah.
not going to eat it. And then all of a sudden the bag is open and then everyone just sticks their little fingers in.
Is it just me? Or do
Absolutely.
I have to buy multiple? I buy multiple Halloween bags. I don't know. It's crazy. And then usually I buy what I really like. And then I say, all right, I ate all of what I really like. Now I got to buy some junky candy that I don't like.
I say give out lollipops because you're not going to eat a
Oh.
lollipop, you know?
No.
And then you
No.
buy yourself the good chocolates from a chocolate shop.
Oh, now we're talking. That I like chocolate just in general.
Oh, you
Dumb.
know what we have by us? Oh, Mom, I had one with you. And we
What?
were just there a few days ago. Because what did we get for dinner? We got this really nice chicken place. So we went and we picked up the chicken, and then I was like, you know what? I think we should split a candy apple for dessert. And we have this beautiful chocolate shop. And let me tell you,
Yep.
just the when you walk in, the candle apples are so beautiful. And they it's not just red, it's like chocolate and like all caramel and all this stuff. And then they slice it for you. And then you have a big,
Oh.
beautiful apple slice with all of these wonderful treats on it. It's
Ooh.
fabulous. I absolutely love it. But don't give it out to the children. Eat
No.
it yourself. Eat
Absolutely.
it
that is-
yourself.
Oh, that's not a give out. No.
No.
When you
no,
have
no.
those apples that are layered with the caramel and then the chocolate
Yes.
and then the
Love them.
whatever treat outside, maybe M&Ms or another kind of candy on the outside. Oh my God, that's delicious.
Boy,
That's
do
a
we
treat.
love candy.
What
Sure
a
do.
Well, is that considered candy? Because it's on an apple. So is it
It's healthy candy.
Well,
dessert?
let me tell you something. I now have learned the truth. This is why the both of you are at the dentist all the time. Because you eat too much candy. Both of you complain about going to the dentist.
I want to know.
What?
Well, it's a terrible thing and it's very expensive.
And it's very scary too.
Yes.
So, anyway, I want to hear what everybody else's candy go-to is for trick-or-treating. So definitely drop us your favorite, and don't forget subscribe and like and follow us, and you hear about more nonsense that we talk about.
We have a lot of fun doing it. I get to
Oh,
talk
and
to you.
guys,
Yes.
let us know in the comments what you want us to talk about next, because we're always open to ideas. So whatever you have.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yep, and I think next week we'll be at the farm.
Oh, let's do a live podcast from the
Absolutely.
farm.
From the farm in the Pocono Mountains.
So we'll be at the farm. All right.
All right. Have a good night.
All right, bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.